Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here, and apparently there are some new court documents afoot that are naming the names of at least 70 separate eyewitnesses in the Jeffrey Epstein case. Now, as you know, there are so many of these court cases going on. I actually went to Court Listener to see if I could get the documents, and I have not been able to find them. So if you've got them, please send them my way. But what we're going to do is we're going to go over this Sun article that names the names that are on there down the line. Now, a lot of these people are people we have gone over in the past, why they're named in other documents. Okay? Yet the mainstream media has done little to nothing to confront any of these monsters, high level or not, any of these associates at all. And there is the possibility, and we'll get into it, that some of these people are actually witnesses for the New York case that was brought against Epstein before he didn't kill himself twice. So before we get into this big article where we're going to go down the line, we're going to name a lot of names, I want to remind everybody, I am fully demonetized on this platform, 100%. Now tomorrow, I may have the opportunity to reapply for monetization. I'm debating on whether or not I should do that. Perhaps I should, perhaps I shouldn't, because I really do fear that if I do, I might just get kicked off altogether. So if you can support me $5, $10, $15, it means the world to me. Remember, we also stream live over at Twitch now and over at Periscope as well, just in case. All right, here we go. Now, Virginia Giuffre Roberts, God bless her soul, for being at the forefront of battling these monsters. And remember, the media still will not touch Governor Bill Richardson, a man who ran for president in 2008, standing next to Joe Biden on the podium at the debates many times. That man right there, Governor Bill Richardson. Oh, what was he the governor of? New Mexico. What was in New Mexico? The Zorro Ranch. What was never looked at? The Zorro Ranch. Then you also have Senate Majority Leader George Mitchell here, right? And Glenn Dubin was another one that was very high level that was discussed. Now, as we scroll down through here, let's see right here. These are the 2000 documents. You see Dershowitz, you see Frederick Fekkai here. But I want to go through one by one. Ghislaine Maxwell. No reason that his madam, by all accounts, is not in prison right now. Zero reason. JeanLuc Bernard. I am live, honey. Yeah, I'm live, honey. Thank you. JeanLuc Bernard is obviously the French model scout who, I mean, how is this person not being investigated or in prison already? Okay? The things that have been said about Brunel, and I think Claude Hadid, who's also on here, the investigative reports that were done in the 80s and 90s about how these model scout agencies worked is deplorable. It's disgusting. You know, to give you an idea of what was going on in those cases is they were finding girls who literally had just become pubescent, 13, 14, 15, 16 years old, something like that, right? And what were they doing with them? They were pitting them against one another overseas, away from their families, okay? Overseas, away from their families, and putting them into small apartments and then basically pimping them out to friends of this guy, people in the industry and beyond. Disgusting, deplorable, outrageous. And it's not even an open secret at this point. People know, and yet law enforcement is doing little to nothing. Ron Burkle, billionaire co-founder of the Yakupa Companies, LLC, a private equity and venture capital firm that specializes in purchasing, then restructuring underperforming companies. He is close friends with Sarah, Duchess of York, and Bill and Hillary Clinton. And a lot of people point to some of these photographs, one of which I think is Clinton and Rachel Chandler. And they're always, look, Epstein's plane, Epstein's plane. I believe that's actually on Burkle's plane. not on Epstein's plane. And I'm just going to warn people, I'm going to curse, because instead of Air Force One, his plane was referred to by the media as Air Fuck One. Thumbs the video up, subscribe, and share. Let's keep going. Alan Dershowitz. We're seeing more and more pictures of Dershowitz and Epstein come out. And the idea that Dershowitz, according to him, only got one massage his entire time being friends with Jeffrey Epstein by an of-age woman, an older lady, he says, and he kept his underwear on, don't you worry, is laughable. It's laughable, Mr. Dershowitz. And again, some of these lawsuits that are involving Dershowitz are, Dershowitz went after Virginia Giuffre Roberts. She countersued for defamation. And listen, if you believe Alan Dershowitz, a high-level lawyer, and remember, lawyer is a synonym for liar, right? I feel for you. I feel for you. I know a lot. Oh, but Jason, he defended the president at Russiagate. So what? That should show you how rotten and corrupt the system is, that that guy was lawyering for the president, not the other way around. Not that he's good and virtuous, okay? Eva and Glenn Dubin, the former girlfriend of Epstein and her doctor husband, who Roberts has alleged she was trafficked to by Epstein and Maxwell. And not to mention, there's some other really disturbing things going on with Dubin, according to some of those documents. Prince Andrew Albert Christian Edward, Duke of York, and arms dealer for the United Kingdom. You know that? Arms dealer. Because everybody wants to act like the royal family isn't involved in government at all, and that they don't make any decisions. And let me tell you, folks, let me let you know real clearly, that's not what they are. They are at the upper echelons of the predator class that has allowed this to happen for not only years, not only decades, but centuries. Look up Lord Mountbatten, better known in his inner circle as Lord Mountbottom, for his penchant for young boys, according to a declassified FBI document. Yes, Lord Mountbatten. Oh, he was Prince Charles's mentor and more like a father to Charles? Weird. Okay. Frederick Fekkai, the famed hairstylist, was the go-to guy when it came to trimming the tresses of the young woman in Epstein's orbit, according to multiple reports and court filings. I'm sure he never knew what he was doing for Epstein, though, when he was cutting all those young girls' hairs. Never, ever, ever. Tony Figueroa, that's Virginia Roberts' ex-boyfriend, and he was one of the recruiters. We've gone over that in the documents. Claire Hazel is a mystery associate of Epstein whose alleged link to the pedophile remains unclear, but who flew with him on the Lolita Express, Epstein's infamous plane. So there's actually a name that I have not mentioned before. Stephen Kaufman. Roberts claims she was trafficked to Kaufman in 2016 deposition. He has denied this accusation. Now, Sarah Palin and Nadia Marcinkova. Sarah Palin would basically be the next Ghislaine Maxwell, the next tier, right? Very, very involved. Now, you have to wonder whether she turned state's witness, or maybe Marcinkova did. And if you look at those documents, we've talked about this. Apparently, Epstein bragged about buying her from a Eastern European nation, I believe it was, at the age of 12, purchasing her. And then Nadia Marcinkova not only really goes with it and is part of this, but I believe she becomes one of his pilots as well. George Mitchell, the former senator from Maine and Senate Majority Leader from 89 to 95. You notice how these people make it to the upper echelons of political power? Weird, isn't it? David Rogers, Epstein's pilot, whose flight logs offered proof that Epstein and Maxwell frequently traveled with Roberts when she was underage. Adriana Mushinka, another Epstein assistant who helped to facilitate his encounters with underage girls. Emmy Taylor, Maxwell's assistant at the time that Virginia was allegedly being trafficked by the British-born socialite. Tom Pritzker, billionaire hotel heir and cousin of Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker. There's Richardson, huh? There he is, Mr. Zorro Ranch. But again, why hasn't Zorro Ranch been raided? Because the fix was in from the beginning. When a man didn't kill himself the first time, remember there was only one other suicide in MCC in the prior 13 or 14 years. He was number 2. All right? And then there's no video of what happened the first time. Epstein's brother, Mark, alleges that he was attacked and didn't try to kill himself the first time. And then lo and behold, that second time, they got him. Haley Robson, the high school student who was a victim of Epstein and then became one of his biggest recruiters in Palm Beach. She too avoided charges in the Palm Beach case. And I believe you can watch a lot of her interviews with police. Those have been released. You can listen to a lot of the raw and uncut police interviews in that Palm Beach case, and it is just shocking and stunning. What's even more shocking and stunning is the Maria Farmer testimony and the fact that long before the Palm Beach case, right, she went to the NYPD and she went to the FBI as well. And that's when the cover-up crew was in place there, and then the media cover-up crew. And we're going to try to have Maria on. I know a lot of you have been asking me whether she's going to come on the show. She may be on as early as this week. So we're crossing our fingers and hoping to have Maria on. We're wishing her the best. And by the way, Maria has a GoFundMe that is put up by Virginia Roberts because she's currently battling cancer. I donated to it. I hope you guys too. Every little bit counts. Brain cancer can't be an easy thing. She's a younger lady. You know, I believe she's just 51. Scary stuff, you know, but with cancer rates increasing, it's not shocking. Larry Viscoski, Epstein pilot whose flight logs and deposition also provided definitive proof that Epstein knew and traveled with a number of his underage victims. And now we get to what Maria Farmer describes as the head of the snake, Leslie Wexner. The billionaire owner of Victoria's Secrets, don't forget L Brands, the Limited, that's, I guess that, and Bath and Body Works, was Epstein's most prominent client at his money managing firm. It goes beyond that, okay? It goes well beyond that. And you almost wish that they did a full article on Wexner because, don't worry, we've done an investigation and everything's okay with Les. And Les is selling his Victoria. He sold everything. He's leaving. He's an old man. Leave him alone. Look up the Wexner Foundation. Look up the leaked document post-fall of Saddam, where he is talking about invoking pregnant women to propagate the U.S. to stay militarily in Iraq after the fall of Saddam on behalf of Israeli interests. Check it out. 100%. Igor Zinoviev, the former Russian mixed martial arts fighter who became Epstein's bodyguard. And we'll get to him in a moment. Let's continue down. There he is right there, Igor. You know, I just want to warn people, you know, he's next to Pat Miletich in this photograph, and I believe this is way later. This is after he's been Epstein's bodyguard. But Miletich does just a ton of cool stuff, man. Like Miletich is a really good guy. He does the Conspiracy Farm show. He's not only, you know, a Hall of Fame UFC fighter, but he's an amazing coach. And I just don't want to see them end up on some kind of weird Q message board where this is proof Pat Miletich is a bad guy or covering up for the Epstein scandal, when he's been one of the most vocal proponents I've seen against the trafficking of children. So shout out to Pat Miletich. Let's continue on. Doug Band, Bill Clinton's former aide who traveled the world with Epstein and his boss. Oh, yes, he did. And remember, that 26 times, that's what we know about. Oh, well, 6 of those times were on a trip to Africa. Okay. All right. Yeah, you're right. That painting in Epstein's mansion of Bill Clinton in a dress, there's nothing weird about that, right? Nothing weird about that. I'm sure they didn't have an intimate relationship. I'm sure his lawyer's saying that he was the brainchild behind the Clinton initiative. That's all. That's phony baloney, Jason. Ryan Dion, a former chief of Epstein who traveled with the pedophile. That's a name I haven't said before. Eric Gainey, the man tasked with managing Epstein's finances. Adam Perry Lang, a former chef of Epstein, who traveled with the pedophile. Did he just come up dead? Did Adam Perry Lang, was he the one that died? Because I know there was somebody who recently did die in the case of Epstein. Let's see if he is dead. Maybe not. Let's hope not, right? Oh, no. Yeah. I don't know. I want to make sure that I'm not false reporting. You know what? Let's go no thanks. And let's go up here. Let's take death out. And let's take in the last month. Maybe? No. Adam Perry Lane? No. Don't want to do any false reporting here, so we're gonna hold off on that one. I did see one of his chefs, I believe it was Maria Farmer who tweeted that out. Could be wrong about that. Oh, sorry guys, jumped to the wrong spot. Thumbs the video up, subscribe, and share. Let's go back to the article. Let's keep naming names. Someone's got to name the names, right? Somebody's got to do it. Let's see. Chef Mark is the one that you're telling me died. I just peeked into the comments section, so somebody different appears like. All right. Okay, good. Peter Listerman, an associate of Epstein, who was once described as the world's famous seller of young models to oligarchs by Kristina Gonchavara, a one-time Miss Teen Ukraine who alleges she was one of Listerman's victims. Todd Meister, best known for his brief marriage to socialite Nikki Hilton. Meister's hedge fund was given a huge boost with an investment from Wexner. Oh, Meister and Wexner. Interesting. Interesting indeed. The filing also included a number of women who the Sun is not naming out of an abundance of caution. So we've got a lot of other people in this filing. I'm going to try to get this document. If there's more people to be named, we're going to name them here because that's what we do in true media. We hope that other people are going to take a look at some of those things, flesh out some more information, and that we're going to push for justice in this case no matter what. Folks, I put this in the description. It's also a link in the live stream. I'm going to do it again. And this is the Minds Bounty. I'm over at minds.com. I post there as well. Go give me a follow. I'll be posting a couple videos there. I'm also at rockfin.com. Guys, rockfin.com is like a Netflix for creators, but only free-thinking media, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, mixed martial arts, and wrestling. Very niche categories. Now, for $9.99 a month, you get all my premium content and then everybody else that's on the platform, right? Like a Netflix for creator. You can sign up for nothing, follow me, and then get the free stuff today at noon and every Tuesday at noon. I call it Super Tuesday because my boy John Fitch also goes live at 6 p.m. And also Steve Poikonen posts here on Tuesdays as well. Anyway, free. We go live free. It's free. Sign up for free and follow for free. And we're going to put free content out. But for premium, oh, look at that. This one's not on YouTube. Hollywood starlet Blake Lively speaks out against high-level child abuse and its prominence at a women's event for Variety. Go check that out if you are a premium member. We're now doing 5 a week at least. Okay, so that's 20 videos a week. That's 50 cents a video if you sign up and you endorse Jason Burmis. And then you also go get all the other stuff. That's why I don't have a subscribe star or Patreon. I'm not going to be doing that. I don't think it's a great thing. If you want to financially support me for real, right, where I don't have to be dependent on cryptocurrency, etc., $5, $10, $15, big donors. I'm doing my best to survive in the digital jungle that is trying to squash voices. So again, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. You're sharing the material from YouTube. There's such a big platform here. We're definitely not going to abandon it. And then I want to remind you on this platform, in the documentary films playlist section, you can watch my films, Loose Change, Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, A New World Order Defined, and Shade, the motion picture, all for free. I love you guys, and I will see you all on the flip side.